Have you ever wondered how the Age of Enlightenment shaped our modern world? This question takes us back to the 18th century, a time of profound intellectual awakening known as the Age of Enlightenment. Imagine a world where the shackles of traditional thinking were being broken, and humanity started to see the universe through the lens of empirical observation, rationalism, and skepticism. This was a time when the world began to question, to explore, and to understand. The Enlightenment period was a seismic shift in human thought. It was a time when the old ways of thinking were being replaced by a new, more logical and scientific approach. This period laid the groundwork for modern scientific inquiry, and the impact of this shift can still be felt today. The Enlightenment was a time of great minds and great ideas. It was a time when humanity started to understand the world in a new light. The Enlightenment was more than just a period, it was a revolution of ideas that still echo in our current times. So who were the key figures who led this intellectual revolution? Let's dive right in and meet some of these pioneering minds. First up, we have Carl Linnaeus, a Swedish botanist, physician, and zoologist. He is often called the father of modern taxonomy. And indeed, Linnaeus was the one who gave us the hierarchical system of naming and classifying organisms that we still use today. He introduced the concept of binomial nomenclature, which is a fancy way of saying he gave every species a two-part Latin name. This allowed scientists around the world to speak the same language when it came to identifying and discussing living things, a system that was groundbreaking in its simplicity and efficiency. Next, we turn to Antoine Lavoisier, a French nobleman who wore many hats. He was a chemist, economist, and public servant. Lavoisier is often referred to as the father of modern chemistry. He transformed the science from a qualitative to a quantitative one, and in doing so he established the law of conservation of mass. This law states that matter cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. This concept was revolutionary at the time and remains fundamental in chemistry today. Finally, we come to Joseph Priestley, an English polymath who made significant contributions to chemistry and the development of gas laws. Priestley is best known for his discovery of oxygen, which he called dephlogisticated air. He also discovered that plants produce and absorb gases, an observation that would later lead to our understanding of photosynthesis. These individuals, along with their groundbreaking work, were instrumental in shaping the Enlightenment period. Their relentless pursuit of knowledge, their commitment to empirical observation and rational thought, and their audacity to challenge existing beliefs and conventions laid the groundwork for modern scientific inquiry. These great minds challenged the status quo, pushed boundaries, and paved the way for the future of scientific inquiry. Scene script: how does the Age of Enlightenment continue to impact us today? This question takes us on a journey through the annals of history to the present day. The Enlightenment period was a transformative era that saw the rise of empirical observation, rationalism, and skepticism. These powerful principles laid the groundwork for our modern scientific inquiry. Scientists of today owe a great deal to Enlightenment figures like Carl Linnaeus, whose work in taxonomy created the basis for the classification of species we use today. Antoine Lavoisier and Joseph Priestley, pioneers in the field of chemistry, introduced concepts and laws that remain fundamental in modern chemistry. The Enlightenment wasn't just a period in history, it was a cultural revolution that forever changed the way we think, question, and explore the world around us. It taught us to rely on evidence, to question authority, and to seek truth through reason. The Age of Enlightenment may have been centuries ago, but its influence remains palpable in our lives today. It was a time of change, a time of discovery, and most importantly, a time that continues to enlighten us.